Today, we're going to be attempting to read for 24 hours straight. To say I'm giddy is an understatement. Did we just decide? I think we just decided. It's so good. This book was so far from my expectations, it's actually not even funny. Hey guys, it is currently 11:04 a.m. I am starting this a little later in the day than I initially wanted to, only because I didn't go to sleep till almost probably actually 2 o'clock last night.
I just can't. The sky's awake, so I'm awake.
And I knew that if I was going to do this and actually accomplish the goal, I would need to let myself sleep and get a good night's rest. So we're starting this a little later than I wanted, but that's okay. We are, as you know, okay, this is not a surprise to you, we're gonna be reading for 24 hours. I have actually never done one of these videos. The only 24-hour readathon I've done, I actually did it over the course of like 3 or 4 days. So this is the first time I'm doing it all in one day, and I'm very nervous. But yeah, you guys know how these videos work. You know the drill. I'm gonna be starting a timer on my iPad for 24 hours and just gonna be reading until the timer ends. Obviously, I'm gonna be taking breaks to use the bathroom and eat, but I am going to try to actually stay awake and coherent the whole 24 hours. So we are gonna get started. Apparently, I had a timer going. Weird. Here we go. I'm so nervous. All right, let's get reading. The first book we are going to be starting with reading in this video is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is my book club book for my book club on Discord for the month of August. I am currently on page 55, chapter 7. So far, I'm really enjoying this. I love her writing style so much. I loved The Inheritance Games and The Hawthorne Legacy by her, and I feel like her writing is just as good and just as captivating in this one. So I'm so excited to continue reading it and obviously finish it because, well, we're reading for 24 hours. So let's actually start reading. Page 1. Oh my god, my hair.
The girl with the bad haircut. Get out here.
Anyways, I'm on page 129, and safe to say I'm like so obsessed, and I feel a love triangle. Like, does Jennifer Lynn Barnes just write love triangles? Because I feel it. I feel it. And oh my god, to say I'm giddy is an understatement. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. Like, I'm actually thoroughly enjoying my time. I'm obsessed. I am loving these characters. I'm loving this book. I'm close to being halfway done. And I'm loving it. It's so good. Oh my god, I can't. Because why do I have a feeling I'm gonna finish this and immediately want to start the second one? Because I own all of them, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I really need to get back to reading. I just needed to tell you how in love I am, because I'm in love. And I know the lighting is horrible and my hair looks so crazy. So ignore that, because what's going on? Because I don't know. Stop! Oh my god. Oh my god. Jennifer Lynn Barnes, ma'am, I love you. And the way I need to meet her one day and just tell her how brilliant her brain is, because I love her books so much. Why did this man just say, I don't get jealous, I get even?
The woman was too stunned to speak.
No context, that sounds so confusing, but I promise you, if you've read this or you have the context, you are screaming with me, because oh my god, I need to go tell my Discord how I am feeling about that sentence right now, because this is our book club book for this month, as I'm pretty sure I said earlier, and I am
Dying!
Oh my god, oh my god. I think I'm starting to understand what these little U chapters are. I mean, it's not a chapter, but these little like U pages. Like, obviously I like knew what it was, but I think I'm starting to know what it is, if you catch my drift. Anyways, I'm done talking. You guys are so distracting. Okay, this feels like as good a time as any to do a reading update. I am currently on page 175 and we're currently at 21 hours and 33 minutes. Wow, I'm loving this book so much. I feel like I'm going to be saying that so much throughout this video, but I'm loving it. I had heard great things about this series and I had been really excited to start it since reading the first two in the Inheritance Games trilogy because I loved those two books. And this is like even better than I could have ever imagined. And also something just happened and it's like I kind of saw it coming, like I knew where this was heading. And I think Jennifer Lynn Barnes does make it very abundantly obvious where this is heading, but reading through this scene and kind of being with the characters as they realize where this is heading, I just like literally started getting teary-eyed and so emotional for specifically our main character. Like this is just so crazy. I just don't even like reading this, and again reading the first two in the Inheritance Games trilogy, I cannot even begin to fathom how her brain comes up with these things, like how she is able to sit down and formulate a story like this and not only come up with the plot and where it's gonna go, but also write in a way that makes you so attached and in love with the main characters and is able to convey those emotions in words to where I'm sitting here and I'm reading these words and they're just words on a page, but I am so like I'm feeling them as if I am her. It's like the craziest thing ever and I'm really enjoying it. I am a little over halfway through it now. I think this will probably only take me like, I don't know, maybe another 2 hours to finish or something, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I cannot wait to keep reading and to finish it. It is so good. Like I actually can't even begin to describe to you how good this is. If you haven't read this, you totally should. If you're in my book club and you weren't gonna read this, please read it. It's so good. I actually don't know if I'm gonna be able to hype it up enough. Like I totally missed a huge section of hair. Wow, that's slightly embarrassing. Anyways, I know my hair looks crazy, okay? But like 24 hours of reading, I need to be comfy, okay? Anyways, that's my quick little reading update, but I just needed to tell you that because that was such an insane scene and I was really feeling some emotions. I was really feeling it. That was really freaking crazy. I actually cannot. I actually can't. So anyways, that is all for the reading update. I'm gonna continue reading. It's so good. This is starting to worry me. Actually, starting to worry me. Okay, I literally had to put the book down and stop looking at it to get my camera out because I just feel like something really bad is about to happen. Okay, I have this much left. I'm on page 274 and I am so scared, and if what I think is about to happen, then I do not understand how I did not see this coming, and I really hope that what feels like is about to happen doesn't happen, if that makes sense. But I have to, like, I can't. I have to finish this. It's so good, but I'm so unwell. Where's my phone? I am so unwell right now. It's actually not even funny how unwell I am. Whew. I think I just saw something. Didn't need to see it yet. Okay, that's not what I thought was gonna happen. Thank God. Might have been worse. Though that might have been worse. I need to know, what is the connection here? What is happening? This is too freaking much. Oh my God. Oh my God, there's actually no way this stupid... Oh. This is insane. I have 30 pages left, I think. And this is insane. Does the lighting look good right now? Absolutely not, but we have officially finished book 1 with 19 and a half hours left. I loved this so much. I am gonna put all the book reviews at the end of this because I feel like I need time to process what I read in this book before I'm able to actually like give you guys my full thoughts and feelings, but I really enjoyed this and I read this at a much faster pace than I normally read books, even though like this is a YA and I do typically read YAs faster because I feel like typically the words are bigger, it's just more simply written because it is geared towards young adults. But oh my god, even considering it's a YA, I read this so much faster than I normally read. I absolutely loved this. It was so good, but again, full review at the end. Just know I loved it. Now we're gonna pick my next book and I actually have no idea what I want to read. I don't think I'm feeling a romance right now. I really think I'm feeling like same kind of vibe of like either a mystery thriller type thing or a fantasy. I cannot decide if I want to read the next book in the Natural series or not. Like I literally can't decide. I don't know what I want to read. I've been standing here for like 5 to 10 minutes just looking at my bookshelves trying to figure out what to read and I don't know what to read. This is my shelf with all of my fantasies and mystery thrillers. I definitely in this video, so you can look forward to this at this point. At some point I will be reading Powerless in this video. I just don't think I want to pick it up right now. I just don't think this is the vibe I want right now. I'm thinking like maybe this is something I'm gonna want later in the evening, but I will be reading it at some point. So, books that are catching my eye right now for whatever reason is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. Everyone loves this. My sister read this recently and absolutely loved it, so I have been wanting to pick it up and I just haven't known when, so I'm kind of eyeing this a little bit but not very much. The two that I think have my eye the most right now is Caraval and Killer Instinct. This is the second in the Natural series and this is the first in the Caraval trilogy. I really would love to continue the series because I really enjoyed the first one and I think it would be fun, but I'm currently home alone and this whole series is about these people, these children actually, who have these like special abilities and work with the FBI on like cold cases and stuff, and I cannot sit here and say that the first book didn't make me feel a little bit icky, and I'm home alone currently and I don't know when Makai's gonna be coming home, so I don't know if I can mentally take this because I get super anxious when I'm home alone and I'm very paranoid. So I'm kind of wanting to start Caraval. This is on my TBR for this month, so that's also another reason I kind of want to read it because I feel like it would be really nice to get this off my TBR of one of the books that you guys picked for me this month. But I also am just kind of feeling like I want a fantasy. I've heard this is very like whimsical and maybe more of a cozy fantasy. That could be wrong, but I think that's the vibe I'm feeling right now. So did we just decide? I think we just decided that I'm gonna be starting Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I'm actually really excited. Very happy with this decision. Thank you guys for helping me because I was standing here again for 10 minutes going back and forth. Couldn't pick which one, but now that I'm talking to you, that was very easy. So thank you very much for your help. We're gonna put the other two books back that we're not gonna read and then we're gonna go start the next one. Okay, I'm actually really excited. Let's go start this. Okay guys, I thought I would come give you a little update. We are at 17 hours and 25 minutes and I've been reading Caraval for about an hour. I am really struggling at this point in time not to get distracted because I'm at the very I'm still in the beginning of a book and I'm learning about the world. It's the first in a fantasy series. Like struggling to not get distracted is an understatement and I have got on my phone a couple times, but I'm trying really hard to be good about it. I have got on my phone though because my cousin Kaylin is about to actually come join me and she's going to continue reading ACOTAR and she's gonna bring us coffees. I don't know how long she's gonna stay, but she is gonna come and so that'll be fun and kind of help me stay awake a little bit more, having someone else in the house with me, reading with me. And then Makai called me a couple times because he had to tell me a few things, but I am so far on page 60 and I so far am liking it. I'm very intrigued. I think that this is gonna be a really fun world. I also don't know if I'm incorrect, but I feel this is gonna be a little bit of a romance. Like I'm pretty sure there is a romance subplot to these books, but I'm not 100% sure. But I feel like these two specific people could potentially be where the romance lies, but again, that could be wrong. I'm not really sure yet. But so far I'm enjoying it and I do think I'm gonna end up really liking this. It's just a lot to take in because again, it's like the first in a fantasy series. This is more simpler fantasy than what I've read, but it's still a lot to take in. But yeah, we're gonna continue reading it and I've just been drinking lots of water. I'm having a snack of pretzel chips and they're delicious and I'm having a great time. I honestly am having a great time doing this. Reading just all day has been really fun. I'm like thoroughly enjoying my time. So that's the update. I'm gonna get back to reading. I just love when there's a subplot of romance in non-romance books, because why does it adds so much to the story and it just is so good every time. Like I feel like I've seen so many people say that subplots of romance in non-romance books are better than romance books, and honestly today I might be agreeing to that, because he just said one simple little sentence and I am sitting here giddy, literally blushing. I can't. I'm obsessed. I am starting to be obsessed, and it's been like 3 pages since I updated you, so that's crazy. Now I'm down bad. I don't understand how literally 10 minutes ago I go from telling you guys I'm liking it, but like I'm not obsessed, and now like this one just little part like just made me love it even more. But I guess that's what reading is, and that's what books are. The more you read, especially when you find a book that you really love, each sentence, each paragraph just drags you in more and just makes you love it more. And I guess that's kind of what's happening to me right now, because it says he looked over and nodded approvingly. I can see why he sent you tickets. And she goes, what's that supposed to mean? And then she like breaks off her sentence because she sees her reflection in a mirror and goes on to describe her dress. And obviously, if you know anything about what this book is supposed to be about, it's like magical. And that's really all I knew going into it. So the vibe is that when she put this dress on, she thought it was like just a plain beige dress, but now looking at her reflection, it's a beautiful gown with just amazing colors and different textures and whatever. Like it's just, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm just really enjoying it. This is like really fun. And people saying this like is really whimsical and cozy. Like I can already like feel that, and I'm only 66 pages in. Like I'm really, really enjoying this. A lot. Okay, update guys. It is currently 7:07. I have 15 hours and 59 minutes left. Kaylin just got here. She brought me a coffee from Summer Moon Coffee. Never tried this place before, so literally waited to take a sip with you guys. So gonna try it. I just got a mocha. It's my go-to order. Okay. I think that's the best one I've had so far. So slay. And I also just made us little bagel sandwiches and a hash brown because we are both so tired, and if I'm going to stay up and read for another 16 hours, I need some fuel. So I am on page 109 of Caraval. I suspect I have 6 hours left of reading this because I'm reading it so slow. She's going to be finishing ACOTAR. Finally, she started this. What video was that? What video did I read Done and Dusted in? Oh, Getting Out of a Reading Slump. But I posted that video like a month after I filmed it, so she has been reading this shit for so long. It's actually ridiculous. Anyways,
I'm finishing it today.
Yes. You're not leaving this house until you finish it. Okay, we're gonna eat, so bye. Okay guys, update. We are at 13 hours and 25 minutes left. I am currently a little over halfway through Caraval. I'm on page 206, chapter 20. This book is definitely taking me longer to read. Like I'm definitely reading this at a slower pace, but I am also so tired right now that I keep getting so distracted, so that's not helping. That I would probably be at least 30 pages further if I didn't keep getting distracted. This is hard. People do not tell you when they film these videos that this is freaking difficult. Are you okay? Yeah. No way. No freaking way. She just hit her head on the freaking thingy. Oh my god. Anyways, this is really difficult. Also, I'm getting hot, but I'm getting tired. It's only 9:42. So the fact that I'm really tired is bad, but we just changed our scenery a little bit, came in the book room. It's a vibe. It's cute. I am really enjoying this. I will say this is completely different than what I was expecting from this book because I had heard it described as like whimsical and I thought it was a carnival. Definitely would not describe this as a carnival. But like, I don't even know. Like this was just not what I was expecting at all, and not in a bad way. This just feels like slightly more dark than I was expecting, and not dark in like, I don't even know how to describe it. This just feels more dark than I was expecting, but I am really enjoying it. I think it's really fun. Very different than what I was expecting, but honestly I'm kind of liking that, and I think that this is just fun. Like I don't know how to describe it, but I am very glad that I started with this instead of just skipping to the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, because I am really enjoying this and the story is fun. Like even if it doesn't end up being a 5-star read, like this is fun. fun. I'm enjoying my time. It's fun to learn about this world and like see what's going on. Like I'm very curious and I have so many like speculations of like what's going on or who's who or whatever the crap. I do have a very strong sneaking suspicion that this shit is going to end on the biggest cliffhanger because it's a trilogy. Now I do own Legendary, the second one. So like theoretically if I wanted to read that next I could. Probably won't because I do want to read Powerless, and by the time I finish this I'll probably only have like 9 or 10 hours left, so I'll probably start Powerless then. But I am really enjoying it and I just wanted to give you guys a reading update now that I am a little over halfway through this. So that is all. That is the update. Going to keep reading, and I think I'm distracting Kaylin and she needs to keep reading because she is not quite 50% through Akhtar, and she walked in this house and said I am not leaving till I finish this book, which means that she is going to be here till probably 1 in the morning or 2. Anyways, we're gonna read. Going into my book, going into the world.
I don't wanna be crazy no more. Every time I think you're gonna walk out of my door, I start to jump to the conclusion you don't love me no more.
This is so awkward when there's somebody sitting in front of me. Okay, I just can't even begin to describe this paragraph other than just reading it. So that's what I'm gonna do. It says, not sure how far she'd already fallen. She imagined loving him would feel like falling in love with darkness, frightening and consuming, yet utterly beautiful when the stars came out. Okay, okay. All right. Thanks for doing that to me. I'm so confused. Where have I heard this name before? Like, why am I so confused? I'm so lost. So I feel like it's too early in the book, considering I'm only on page 221, to know what appears to just be revealed, so I feel like that's not right. Like, I feel like she's tricking us. But if she's not, I've been thinking that, so I'm either right or she's tricking me. One of the two. Not really sure which one. Won't know till the end, probably. But I'm confused, to say the least. So one thing about this book that is so confusing is the fact that it's meant to be confusing, and it's really messing with my brain. I don't understand what's going on. What? There's no way. I'm like, so what's happening? Oh my god, what the fuck? I know where I know the name from now, that's for sure. What the fuck am I reading right now?
What on earth is going on?
For reference, I just read page 232 and I'm now on chapter 23. What the fuck is going on? I feel like this took a turn so fast to being like, okay, we're at a steady pace, to, oh my god, we are literally full foot on the gas and we are not slowing down anytime soon. That is what I feel like right now. I feel like I'm getting whiplash by the amount of things going on right now. It's actually insane. I don't know what to believe and it's so confusing. We are literally delusional over here. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, it's 112. I am on page 389. I have 11 pages left, and I felt like this is where I needed to get some final reactions for you guys because I'm a little nervous. What's gonna happen? So here we go. I feel right now. Listen, I assumed this book was gonna end. on a cliffhanger, okay? And also, it's not like throughout reading this book, I didn't have an inkling that this was a possibility, but throughout reading the book, I was like, no, probably not. Like, it's probably just like such an offhanded nope. So that was not the cliffhanger I was expecting, but okay. Book 2 is done. I actually cannot believe anything that I just read. My brain is so full of information from reading the naturals and this completely back to back. I just don't know how to feel. We currently have 9 hours and 42 minutes left. Now, I would have hoped to have finished this book around the 12-hour mark, but here we are. We're closer to the 10-hour mark. Well, we're after the 10-hour mark. You know what I'm saying. I'm a little delusional. Anyways, but I still have almost 10 hours, so I could probably finish 2 more books in that time, I would guess. I think I'm probably, for my next read, gonna pick some like fluffy, sweet YA romance or something, because I need something a little bit more lighthearted, because this and the naturals too much for my brain to handle. Like, I don't even know what's going on. And it's also 1:25 in the morning and I'm starting to get a little tired, and we still have 9 hours and 41 minutes to go. So I don't even know. Again, reviews at the end, so stay tuned. But I don't even know what I'm gonna read. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what's going on. That's how I feel. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. When I pick a book, might take me a minute. I have decided, oh, okay, literally ignore my hair. It's still so short that it falls out of the bun in the back. Anyways, I have made the executive decision that I need something that requires less brain power and something that's more light, less effort. I don't even know how to speak right now. So we're gonna go with a manga that's short, probably sweet, 'cause I'm pretty sure this is a romance one, and should just kind of help me debrief from the 2 books I just read before jumping into another 300+ page novel. So the one I'm going to be reading is After We Gazed at the Starry Sky. I do not know how to say this author's name. I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna butcher it. This is what I'm gonna start. This cover is so cute. I bought this a little while back. Still haven't read it, but I've had my eye on it a lot recently, so this is what's calling to me right now. So we are gonna read this. This is probably gonna take me like an hour to read, and then that'll feel really nice to have finished a book so quickly when that one just took me 7 hours. Love that. I'm literally going crazy right now.
Up and leave. Take a lot of courage just to live out your dreams. Bigger picture I could see if I just close my eyes. Have the foresight to believe. Time don't move backwards, it speeds to the future fearlessly. Charging forward.
That was such an ugly angle of me, but this is so cute.
No, I was born to sing. Travel the world.
Guys, this took me like 30 minutes to read, but let me just say that was very cute. That was exactly the brain break I needed, and I really wish I had the next one to this, because there's 2 out right now, and I really wish I had the second one, but I don't. So we have finished a 3rd book. Very quick and easy. Again, I don't need to say that again, actually. I'm gonna stop. Now I have to decide what I'm gonna read next. 8 hours and 59 minutes and 40 seconds left. It is 2:07. Still got a lot to go. Listen, I don't know, my appearance is really declining through all those videos. It's 2:25 and I have picked my next book, and that is going to be Fake Flame by Adele Buck. I literally was looking at my shelf and I was like, what is this book? Like, looking at the spine. So I stood up and I looked at it and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I bought this. But I feel like this is gonna be a great like romance book to kind of help get me through some more of this reading challenge, because not only is it fake dating, which if you are not new here, you know is my favorite trope in a romance book, or just honestly, I love fake dating in general, but our main male character is a firefighter, and something about that is very intriguing, very enticing, and I'm very already invested in it. I haven't even opened the book yet. So also, this is only 286 pages, so it's just under 300 pages, which is also enticing because I do have 2 fantasy books that I'm in the middle of that I want to finish, but they're so long that it would take me like 10 hours, okay, to finish them, and that just does not feel like something I want to do in a challenge like this, because I feel like I will literally fall asleep. So this is going to be perfect because it's going to be nice, short, sweet, and I feel like I'm really going to enjoy it. So this is the next book we are going to be reading, and currently we have 8 hours and 40 minutes left. So I should finish this in enough time to probably have an hour or 2 left, in which case I will probably pick up my Dragon Ball manga and read some more of that. But we'll see. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll pick something else up and just start another book or continue a book that I've already been reading, but this is what we're starting now. So we are going to do that. Caitlin's getting a muffin. She's declining a lot, and she's not even doing this challenge. Realistically, basically, she's just trying to finish this. Okay, she's on page 337. So she has less than 100 pages left. She's just trying to chug along, but she's about to fall asleep. And honestly, good for me, because the longer she's here, the longer I have a reason to stay awake. The longer I have motivation to keep myself awake. I am unwell right now. All right. I assumed this was gonna happen around 4 and it's 3:27 and I am struggling. I don't know how people do this. The way that it's actually making me feel nauseous because of how tired I am. Now I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what's happening. I'm struggling. I'm gonna keep trying to chug through. I just don't have much faith in myself right now. But I'm currently on page 44. I really haven't made much progress on this because that doesn't feel like a lot, but it's something. I still have 7 hours and 37 minutes. That's your update. Not much else to say. Listen. I think I'm actually going delusional, okay? Because I am so tired. It's only 3:43, but the way that I literally am not comprehending what the words are. And I literally thought my light, like the tripod it's on, was a person. I am so tired. I think what I'm gonna do for my sanity, and also because I feel like I would really enjoy this book if I actually was awake enough to enjoy it, but I literally don't know what's happening. I think I'm gonna pause the timer and go to sleep for a couple hours, well, more than a couple hours. Go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and finish these 7.5 hours in the morning. I really wanted to do this all the way through the night. Okay, I did. But I literally feel like at this point in time, me sitting here for 7.5 hours and finishing this book, I will not remember a single word from this book. And that feels really pointless because I could really enjoy it. So please don't hate me. I love you guys so much, but I do need to take a break and I need to get some sleep. We are gonna pause at 7:21. I'm gonna go to sleep, and when I wake up in the morning, we will continue and we will finish the last 7 hours and 21 minutes. I'm sorry if I have disappointed some of you and let you down, but I'm still gonna finish and we're gonna read more. Just not till the morning because I'm literally nauseous because I'm so tired. I just can't. Guys, it is the next day and obviously I ended up going to sleep last night. I really was going to try to go all the way through the night, but like I was telling you guys last night, I was feeling really sick and just really gross and I just could not do it. Like I had to go to sleep. I was not literally comprehending any of the words I was reading and I literally felt sick. Like I laid down and I thought it was gonna take me like 2 seconds to fall asleep and it ended up taking me longer than I thought because my stomach was hurting so bad in the sense of feeling sick because I was so tired. Like my body was screaming at me in every way possible to go to bed. So I'm glad that I went to sleep. I did only sleep for like 5 hours, I think, but I feel a lot better. And now I have been listening to the audiobook of Murder Your Employer by Rupert Holmes for the last like 2 hours. I have about 30 minutes left of it and I'm about to just sit here and follow along with the rest of it while I listen to it. I've just kind of did an oil mask and been picking up a little bit because I needed to get stuff done because we do have a baby shower to go to tonight. But we currently have 5 hours and 29 minutes left and I plan to finish this and then go ahead and pick Fake Flame back up and finish this because I should be able to finish this before the timer ends. And yeah, so that's the current plan. I am slightly disappointed in myself that I didn't make it all the way through the night, but I did what I had to do and I do not regret it at all. It needed to happen. So with that being said, that is the update. We are gonna finish this now, which this was literally my book club book with my sister and my other sister's wife for July. It is August 17th. I'm really slacking, but it's okay because at least I'm gonna finish it and I'm not gonna do this ever again. I will be finishing books on time. I'm done talking. Sorry if it's kind of loud in my house. Guys in there doing the dishes and watching YouTube and Elijah's being a toddler. So we're gonna finish this. So let's do that. Did not see that coming. Okay guys, we finished the audiobook of Murder Your Employer by Rupert Holmes. Again, this took me way too long to get through, but it's finally done. I do not have to worry about reading that anymore, thank God, because seriously, I started that book so long ago. We have 4 hours and 42 minutes left, and I believe my app says it's gonna take me 4 hours and 34 minutes to finish this book, so I should finish this right around the end of our 24 hours. So I'm gonna get reading, currently on page 53 at chapter 6. That's where we are picking back up this morning, and we're gonna read the rest of this. So that's the update. That's what we're doing. We're gonna do that. Ha ha ha. Okay guys, it is time to finally close out this video, give you guys my full thoughts and reviews of all the books that I finished in this video. I do want to start by saying that I did not technically read for the total 24 hours, and that's because I ended up getting down to the point where I had 2 hours and 40 minutes left, but I had to get ready for Makai's sister's baby shower. I had to like shower and stuff before we went, so I did not have time to finish because otherwise we would have been late, and then the rest of that day and the next day and the next day I was completely busy and did not have time. Like I literally have not read since I finished this 24-hour readathon. So did I kind of fail? Yes, but I also don't feel like I failed because I finished so many books in this video, and it felt so good to read that many books in one go and get more books off of my TBR, get some books caught up on my Goodreads goal since I am still a little behind. I think I'm 4 books behind now and I was 7, so we're a little bit more ahead. But we ended up finishing a total of 4 books in this video and starting another one. So a total of 5 books were technically read in this video. The first book that you guys saw me read was The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I do not currently have the physical copy of this because I actually gave it to my sister to borrow because it's my book club book for the month of August, and she wanted to read it, so she took my copy so she didn't have to buy one, because when she tried to get it from Libby it said like 10 weeks and she was like, I'm not gonna be able to get it by the end of the month. I ended up loving that book so much. I love Jennifer Lynn Barnes' writing style. Her writing style is so captivating. The way that she formulates her entire story, like the plot line and everything, just feels like it flows so effortlessly and just feels absolutely perfect. But also the way that she formulates her characters and the relationships between different characters makes you just feel so connected to the characters. I will say this woman knows how to write a love triangle. That is not typically a trope that I like, but it is definitely a trope that is in the Inheritance games and this series, and I was eating it up. Now, was I rooting for one person in particular? Yes. Do I think that person is gonna win? Abso-freaking-lutely. But yeah, I loved this story. I thought the plotline was really, really fun, really interesting. The people saying that this book is like Criminal Minds, but with the added aspect of these teenagers who are the naturals and they have these abilities and they're working with the FBI. I totally understand why people were comparing it to the show because I totally got those kind of vibes. I think I'm gonna end up giving this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I genuinely enjoyed it so much, and I cannot wait to continue the series. Can't wait to read the rest of them. I feel like the next books in the series are gonna end up just being even better, and I'm gonna end up loving them more. That's the first book I read. Then I ended up reading Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I also do not have my physical copy because I also let my sister borrow it, because when I read it I was like, Tamiko, I think you are going to love this. I think this is gonna be something right up your alley. Like, you need to read it. You can borrow my copy if you want. Like, literally just take it. Like, you need to read it. So she ended up taking that one too. But wow, this book was so far from my expectations. It's actually not even funny how far from my expectations this was. This is my expectations, and I mean, like, this book just nope. Like, I don't know what I was expecting from this other than I thought it was like a carnival, and I would not say it's like that at all. And I heard it was very whimsical, which I would say is true, but also I was thinking more whimsical in like the sense of like Tinkerbell, not the way that this felt whimsical. And also this ended up being a little bit darker than I was expecting. Like, I was just not expecting some of the things that happened in this to happen. Like, again, I don't know what I was expecting, but it was so far from it, but I loved it. It was so good. read, like genuinely, not only did it not come anywhere close to my expectations, but like it exceeded them so much. I loved it. I thought it was so fun. The whole plot line of, I don't even know what you would call it, but we're gonna say caraval. You have caraval and it kind of just goes to one place and it only goes there once, and you have these two sisters who really want to go, but it's already been to where they live, so it'll never come back. They end up receiving tickets from the person who runs caraval, and he's a very like legendary person, if you will, and they end up receiving tickets to go, and it's just like this whole thing, this whole deal. There is a element of romance in this that I was not expecting, that was very, very like had me very pleasantly surprised. I was eating up the romance. It was like crumbs compared to our main plot line. Maybe not crumbs, but like it was not the main plot point of this, okay? But I really, really loved it. Oh my god, I actually can't even fully express to you like how much I genuinely loved it, and I have not stopped thinking about this book since I read it. At the time of reading it, I think I gave it a 4-star because I had just read one whole book, went into that one, read it, and it was late and I was tired. But now that I just have like not really been able to stop thinking about it, and I feel like I literally want to read Legendary ASAP, I think I'm going to end up bumping this up to a 4.75. The fact that it is staying with me like this, and I did love it so much, but now I can't stop thinking about it and it's like intruding my thoughts all the time, this book, I'm gonna have to bump it up to a 4.75. I would highly recommend it. I am so glad that Bestie Paige picked this for me to read for my August TBR, because if she didn't, I would not have picked it up, because genuinely after I finished The Naturals, I still wanted something that wasn't a romance, but I would not have leaned towards reading that if she had not have picked it. Like, it was not on my radar at all until she picked it, and I'm so glad I read it. So thank you so much for picking that, because wow, I loved it so much and I cannot wait to continue the series. Like, it was so good, and the way that people love Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy more than the Caraval trilogy, and it's like in the same world, makes me even more excited for the books to come. So that's the second book I finished, and then I ended up reading After We Gazed at the Starry Sky. I don't know how to say the author's name, but this is a manga, and I just wanted a brain break. As you guys know, this was the first time I've really ever done one of these challenges, so I didn't know what to expect going into this, but I needed a brain break. I needed something fast, easy, lighthearted, less brain power. So this is what I chose, and oh my god, I ended up like eating this up. Like, the romance in this was so cute, it was so wholesome, and it just had me like giggling and kicking my feet. I mean, this took me like 40 to 30 minutes to finish. Like, it was super quick and easy, but I will say after finishing this, I was like, dang, I wish I had the second one. There is only 2 volumes of this out so far, and I don't know if there's any more coming, but I did really enjoy this. So if you are someone that likes manga and you do also like romance, I would highly recommend this. This was so good, so cute. It's a queer romance, and oh my god, I literally was eating it up. It was so cute. They were just so cute. I actually can't. They were so cute together. Okay, anyways, and then I ended up finishing Murder Your Employer by Rupert Holmes. I had read / listened to most of this before I started this 24-hour readathon, so I did not read and listen to all of this in this video, as you guys know, but I did end up finishing it, and I'm so glad, because I really needed to get it done. Like, I just needed to finish it. I did end up listening to the majority of this book, because reading it, I couldn't really get into it, but I was very intrigued of the plot point of this, and the plot line of this is that you're following these 3 characters. One is like the main one that you follow. They're attending this school to learn how to murder and get away with it, and it's like they don't know where they're at. Like, they don't know if they're in the US, if they're in Europe, if they're in Africa. Like, they have no idea where they are, but they're attending this school to learn how to get away with murder. Like, I don't even know how to even explain this, because this felt so unexplainable. Like, the plot line of this was so fun. I'm so glad that I ended up listening to it, because I loved the narration of it. There was 2 narrators, and I loved that, because there are chapters that are like in the POV of like our main character Cliff, and then there are some that are being told by the dean. So having the 2 different narrators for that was really, really nice. But like, this was such a like wild ride. I've never like read anything like this, and I'm so glad I did. There is more books in this series that I think is just continuing on with this trope of like, these people are going to the school and they're learning how to murder, and I definitely would be interested in reading or listening to more of them, because it was so fun, and I actually would recommend this, especially if you're someone who loves like mystery type books. Like, this was so fun. I honestly don't know really what I want to rate this. I think I'm gonna give this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Not my favorite read, also not my least favorite. I think it was really fun, but I don't think it's gonna be something that like I'm gonna think about too often, just because I didn't like connect with the characters and like grow attached to them, if that makes sense. So really enjoyed this. And then the last book I ended up starting in this video was Fake Flame by Adele Buck, and I ended up getting to page 99 of this, and I actually am going to soft DNF this, not because I'm not enjoying it. I actually am really enjoying this, but the problem is I'm not in the mood for this type of book right now. I'm really in the mood for a fantasy, something like legendary, or I'm reading Quicksilver on my Kindle. I really want to pick A Court of Silver Flames back up and finish that because I still have about 60% of that to read. So I'm in the mood for fantasy. I'm not in the mood for this. And I was sitting there reading this and I was like dragging my feet, reading it so slow. And I just was sitting there thinking to myself, like, I'm enjoying the story, and fake dating is like my favorite trope to read, particularly in romance books. So I should be eating this up. I should be loving it so much, but I wasn't getting into it because it's not the time for me to read it. So I'm gonna soft DNF it because I know if I picked this up when I'm in the mood for it, I would be eating it up, absolutely loving it and thoroughly enjoying my time. And that's just not the time right now. So that is the update on that. We are going to be putting this down for a little while until I'm ready to pick it back up and I'm in the mood for it. So that was a lot. I just feel like I yapped your freaking ear off, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do feel so bad that I did not stay up all night, and I'm hoping the next time I attempt one of these challenges, I will actually be able to stay up, and I just need to better prepare myself for that by maybe waking up earlier and starting it earlier in the day so that I don't have to stay up overnight as long, and also just getting better sleep the night before, and all these type of things. What? All these types of things. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are not already. What did I just say? If you are not already, because we have a lot of fun over here and we want you to join the fun. And with that being said, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Today we're gonna be— shh, can you be quiet real quick, son? Come here.
Bye. How about your cat?
Your little nails are kind of hurting me, honey. Ow!
So aesthetic. So aesthetic. Okay. Let's read. What are you staring at?
Look at all the books we have.
Fallen sheet and— whoa, that's not what it says. Oh, slay. Back like that. That was same. Same. Oh, Jesus. What is going on with my appearance? I look so silly. Girly pops.
Are you sure?
Yes, you can have it. You can have— it might be, but it doesn't matter. Kaylin, I've ate so many of them. It doesn't matter. They're literally tiny. Also, you can have any of the food in there. I don't give a crap.
Still want to light it. One of those chocolate delight.
Yes.
Demolish.
Yes. Why was my face so close? I really don't know. All right. I said no judgment. Hold on. You guys are not looking at me. I'm the center of attention.
That's crazy.
Obviously I'm joking, but like, you did click on this video for me, so— well, for the books, but I am the one reading said books. Typically as a symptom of a mental condition. I never invited you to do one of these. Everything is funnier with you here, and it's kind of an issue, because normally I wouldn't laugh at myself about that. I just need to say this. That TikTok sound where people will do like the dance where they're like walking, and it's like that is running through my head on an endless cycle right now. And just hold them out like this. The way you shook your head yes at first. And then saw how ridiculous it looked. I'm sorry, I'm done. This says page 9. I'm definitely on like the 3rd page. No, I'm just confused. What was funny? Someone gets murdered. Haha. That's the vibe you're giving me right now. Main female guy's POV. And it's like he's a fire—
That's crazy. I was like, I know I'm tired, but that is no making sense.
Whoa, that just felt like whiplash. Okay. I want no judgment for how I look and how I'm acting, because I think I'm getting a little delirious. Oh my god, I'm so idiotic. I'm so stupid. This is gonna be good. I hope y'all are loving
The bloopers of this
Bestie
video.
Booze, I love you. I'm so silly, goofy, tired as hell. Fire flame. Wow. No. For the whoa. Oh my god, I'm sorry. There's literally like a hair. The persona. The romance in this was so sweet. What? We're going into this 24 challenge. 24 challenge? What? I had read la 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 la. It's not a carnival. I don't know where I got that it was a carnival, but anyways, it's not a carnival.